Hey Crossroads, good Monday to you. I hope and pray that you've had a good day today. If you missed, I hope you didn't miss worship yesterday, but if you did, God gave us a great day. It was an awesome day as we focused on National Orphan Sunday. The event we had last night at the warehouse went exceptionally well, and it was just a great day overall for us. We continued in our teaching on the church that Jesus loves. I've already heard today about many of the conversations taking place in our community groups. I heard the discussions were intense in some ways, but good. And of course, I knew that they would be based on the content. And if you missed yesterday, I really want to encourage you to go online to the website and listen to the message or watch the message on the video, and so you can be aware of what we were teaching and not miss that. So it was just a great day, and so we're about 2 months into our time at the high school, and it's just really been a great thing for our church, I think, overall. Our worship services have, in my opinion, gone to a whole nother level. I feel like our worship team has just done an exceptional job in our creative process, and just the worship itself, the music quality, everything has just gone to a whole nother level, and it's just been really great to see that happen. And I also just have been noticing how many people are serving in our church, and how many new people are serving in our church on our setup teams, new leaders on our setup teams. Our staff is telling me about people volunteering in their areas of ministry, new people stepping into serving. So it's just awesome that we've got a church that has a dynamic that people like to serve, and in fact love to serve, and they love to give their life away for God's kingdom. And which is so, weird to this day and time, because we live in a very self-centered day where people want, and we have a consumer mindset, and it's just all about them. But yet we have a church that loves to give, and loves to give of their time in serving God and building His kingdom. And so that's pretty phenomenal, and it's a good thing. And so I'm just praising God for His goodness to Crossroads Church and what He's doing in each of our lives. We got a lot of cool things coming up over the next couple of months. We're approaching the holiday season, so throughout the holidays I want to ask you to remain focused and to stay on task. But a couple of good things to mention to you. One, you've already been hearing about the holiday food baskets. It's always a great outreach and in-reach ministry for our church. So if you haven't gotten connected to that or been a part of that, then please do, because that's happening right now. Also, something else that's happening right now is the Holiday Ham fundraiser to benefit our Care and Compassion ministries, helping the widows, the poor, and the orphans. So you need a ham for the holidays, buy one from them, and maybe even see if somebody in your family, your coworkers, neighbors, different people could use one as well, because all the benefits go towards that. So just want to encourage you to be a part of that and connect to that. Also got gift wrap coming up in December. That's a huge outreach for our church, and it's just a time that we really just enjoy loving on the community and serving them through that there in front of the Walmart Monroe. And cool thing is, this year will be the first year we actually get to say that we meet at Monroe High School, which will be cool to make that connection for people. So looking forward to that. It's coming up, and you'll be hearing more about that over the next few weeks. We've got a Christmas offering coming up, and we'll be telling you a little bit about that as well. But also, we got a pretty awesome Christmas message series coming up, and it's going to be a topical message series just for 3 weeks, and it'll be the one that you can invite all your friends to. We'll be giving you some invite cards to pass out and invite your friends to. So I encourage you to be thinking about that. We'll be letting you know more about that. You'll start seeing some promos about that in the next few weeks. So a lot of cool things coming up at Crossroads as we finish out this ministry year. You'll notice with this Vmail the different things, the financial figures for the month of October, and you'll notice that God was very good to us, and so we just give Him all the praise and all the honor and all the glory. But I also want to praise you, Crossroads Church, for your generosity and for your faithfulness to give. So that was pretty cool and pretty exciting. So you'll notice that puts us in probably a pretty good situation budget-wise. But we also have some challenges budget-wise that I'd kind of like to share with you just a little bit. You'll know that earlier in the year, actually back in January, we as a church agreed that we would probably need about $28,000 to come from the Reaching Walton Fund to help us make it for this ministry year. we knew that 2009 was going to be a challenging year for us. So we did that, and well, it's been true because we've used almost every bit of that 28,000 just to make it. In fact, we're a little over in our expenses, and and we've got just a few months left, just a few weeks left, about almost 2 months, less than 2 months left for this ministry year. So I want to encourage you to be faithful to give. I had really hoped and prayed and mentioned to our church at that time that, Lord willing, we won't even have to tap that $28,000, that we would make our budget and that we would take care of everything on our own without having to rely upon what we had in the bank. And well, that just hasn't been the case, unfortunately. So and the thing that concerns me just a little bit is as we go into next ministry year, and right now we're working on 2010 budget and putting that together, hopefully have that out to you next month. We're not going to have any Reaching Walton money to depend upon. And we've spent it all for our land and these kind of things, and the things we're just now talking about. But so we got some challenges ahead of us. And I just really ask you for your prayers. I ask you for your faithfulness to give. Interesting thing that I've observed and been looking at, on Sunday morning about, and it's just a guess, but about 50% of the people that come on Sunday morning don't give a dime. So you could look at that as the glass is half full or half empty. I kind of see it as an opportunity for us, because that means that we have an opportunity to grow our stewardship by 50%, to double it. And I just think that's awesome as an opportunity for us, but we've got to be intentional about that. And so I want to ask you to consider, where do you fall in line with that? Are you faithful in your giving? Are you tithing? Are you just a giver that gives randomly? Do you give every week, every pay period? Are you tithing? Everybody can take a step in their stewardship, and I want to encourage you to do that. That's really the only way as a church that we're going to make it, because God's given us everything that we need. Everything, financially. And when you look at our finances and you understand the whole picture and how we need to be making budget, exceeding budget, going beyond our budget so we can have cash reserves to fall back on if we needed to, and then go to the next step of raising funds to get a building started, there's a lot of stewardship that we must grow in. And so it's a great opportunity for us, and everybody can take that step. And I just really want to encourage our church to do that. I want to encourage you to do that and to examine where you're at with this, and then ask you just to trust God with His money. It's His, and He just wants you to depend upon Him instead of yourself. So I want to encourage you to, no matter where you are, to take a step in your stewardship. And be praying about that, because this is an opportunity for us to go to the next level as a church, but we're only going to be able to do it as everyone is obedient. So I just encourage you to be faithful with that, and over these next few weeks as we finish out 2009, to be focused, and to be focused on three things. Okay, first of all, be focused on number one, your connection to God. Number two, be focused on growing closer to your family. And number three, be focused on serving God by serving and building His kingdom. So focus on those three things, and we'll finish out the year strong. I want you to know I love you, and it's good to come to you this way. I'm praying for you today. Hope you've had a great day and you're going to have a great week. And if you need anything, don't hesitate to send me an email, give us a call, and let us know how we can be praying for you. And just want you to know we love you. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you on Sunday, if not before. God bless.